Okay, welcome. Welcome to the orientation. I hope you're having a great afternoon. My name's Paige. I work as the agent support specialist for the Legacy Builders Elite Group. And you guys are part of our group because you were sponsored by somebody who already is part of this group. So welcome. I'm on the LegacyBuilders.RealEstate website because I wanted to show you a few things before we get started on some of the EXP stuff. If you just want to jot that down, LegacyBuilders.RealEstate, this is our website and we have a lot of resources in here for you. So we have, just a little about who's who in the Legacy Builders Elite founders. And what you get when you partner with us and stuff like that. If you wanted to browse through this website, you could. But the thing I want to point out up here is at the top, if you go to join us and then select onboarding, there is a whole step-by-step onboarding resource guide in here. A lot of you obviously have already done the application, so that part will be taken care of, but there is some additional resources in there too. And if you wanted to download the checklist to follow along with today's orientation, then you could click download checklist and here it is. You can print it out, or there's actually clickable links in here too. So you can just go ahead and follow along with this checklist that is going to really directly follow along with what EXP wants you to do as you get started and what we suggest you do as well. So I'm actually, let's see here, gonna skip forward the six step joining process because you guys have already done that. If you haven't, or you know somebody who's joining that would need this, you can feel free to share it with them. That will get them started in the right direction on joining EXP. But since you are already part of EXP and you're part of our Legacy Builders Elite group, you can just scan or scroll down to this part and follow along with this today. And give me one second here. Okay, so the next thing on here that you'll want to see as far as the Legacy Builders Real Estate is up here at the top where it says free courses. We offer everyone who's part of our uh, downline, the group, or we call you EXP family, whatever you want to name yourself. Everyone gets free access to our online free courses. So we have a ton of free courses in here. You would just click the link right here. So under free courses, it says Legacy Builders. Click here for free access. Once you click there, it's going to ask you to register. I'm already registered, so it just opened it for me. Once you register with your EXP email address, you will be able to have access up here at the top under the Learning tab for all of these free courses. A lot of them don't have anything to do with EXP. They're more like or real estate business courses. There's some really great stuff in here. I like to point out the Agent Success Kickstarter program. That's a 90-day accountability business program for real estate agents. There's referrals, relationships, and reputation. That's a great one. We do have an onboarding guide for our group, which is very similar to the checklist I put together. But you could also check out resources in there, and so on. So there's all kinds of stuff in here that's just completely free to you guys as part of our group. If you register, then I will go in and approve you, and then you'll have that access. So those were the things that I just wanted to make sure you kind of knew about from the LegacyBuilders.RealEstate website. So now I'm going to go and we're going to cover a few of your getting started steps as far as EXP goes. On this checklist, I just want to point out if you see at the top, it says check out the resources here for a comprehensive look of all the EXP tools and resources. So if you click on that hyperlink, it's going to pull up this slide. You can share this with people if you're getting into like some agent attraction or anything with EXP. This is a great resource just to share to non-EXP agents, but it's also a great resource for you to just see and kind of, these are all hyperlinks for more information about each one of these things too. So that's on the checklist at the top. All right, so getting started with EXP, there's a few getting started steps that we recommend you do. So register and attend the live agent startup session with EXP. You can click the link here. I think you have to register with their Calendly to snag one of the spots, and all new EXP agents will be able to do this either English session or in Spanish, depending on what pertains to you. And you would just go in there and what's it's going to be similar to what we're doing now, but through EXP themselves, which is going to help you uh, get started off on the right foot and follow the directions of, going off of what EXP recommends. So you just click here to register, and then you'll find your fast cap. I think I accidentally clicked the Spanish link, which is why I'm like, what does that say? It's here for most of us. So you would just click on that and then be able to register. There's also a new agent resources for your state. So if you wanted to come here, you could find your state, click on the state, and see any additional information that you might need to know as far as, like for instance, this one's California agent resources, your MLS information, your calendar of events or when they're having meetings and stuff like that. Broker hours is going to be when you can go into EXP world and talk to somebody live. So you'll see the hours listed there. You can actually click directly right here, this link, and go straight into that broker room if you wanted to just avoid having to open EXP World and then find it, your broker room and this and that. You can just go click here to get directly into your broker room. So this is a pretty good resource for you if you wanted to just even bookmark it to your computer so you had quick access. There's the EXP training and events and also state meetings and stuff that's upcoming for the state too. As you click through, there's some additional information and resources. Each state will be just a little bit different, but you can access that again just by clicking on this Getting Started New Agent resource for your state. Okay, register and attend Legacy Builders onboarding. Obviously, you're already here, so that is taken care of. And then attend your state orientation, which is what I was just kind of showing you, where you can find those state meetings. Again, on that last page I was on, where you can see the state meeting schedule. So now we're going to go into setting up. We have My EXP. That's going to be convenient access to all of your important EXP information, all from your computer or mobile device. There's a complete reference guide here, so you can download that if you needed to just kind of read through it and get your bearings on what My EXP is. But I'm going to show it to you here in just a minute. In features in here, you could update payment information and pay invoices, access your revenue share group for all 7 levels, track your business progress, view your year-end earnings, view achievements, capping, FLQA, awards, icon, and so on. And then there's an agent-to-agent referral portal in there too, so you can manage your referrals. You can there's the links to download the app for MyEXP onto your phone as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and actually take us into MyEXP now and give you a quick tour of this. And so I just told you what it does. Now let's visualize it a little bit. All right, so this is the dashboard for Micah. She's actually my boss, Micah Merwat, and this is her dashboard. Now, she's not in production, so she doesn't have a lot here, but if you're, an agent who's actively in production, you'll see how close you are to capping here at a glance. You can see how many units, GCI, volume. Here, you're going to see your upline, so this is directly who sponsored you, and then 7 levels deep, you can see all of your sponsors for if you ever needed to reach out to them or anything like that. A few quick links down here. News will be here, so any updates from EXP will be shown here. And on the left, you have it's a menu where you can go through and see your earnings from your revenue share if you got into agent attraction and growing your own downline. You can see your revenue share that's expected each month, and you can also use the Pay Now feature to get that revenue share at any time. Teams, if you are part of a team, you'll see team information here. Your organization is actually that downline. So the group that you bring on and anyone that they bring on in the future under them will all be shown here. So like this is where I come to find newbies that have joined our group. Even if Micah or Hamudi or Eric didn't directly sponsor them, I can see that information there. And then we have um, your year end, your reports. The icon program is going to be how close you are to becoming an icon agent, and then how close you are to capping and stuff like that too. So you can find additional information on becoming an icon agent in the Knowledge Center. So I can point you to that if you're more interested in learning more about that. The mentorship program, if you're new to EXP, but you're also new to real estate in general, they're going to assign you a mentor that's going to work with you on your first three transactions, I believe it is, with the company. So you'll be able to see, excuse me, any of that information in here. This is also for mentors. They can see how many mentees they have and keep track of it that way too. Notifications, documents, and then what we're going to get more into right now is the tools and the knowledge base. So these two right here. Tools, I'll just quickly go over that one. There's some really helpful resources in here to explore. Like, for instance, if you wanted to check out the agent healthcare and see if you might want to, opt into some healthcare, they can give you a free quote on your health insurance. And also, you can learn more here. Um, Book a meeting and get a quote at the top there. So, one cool thing about EXP is that they do offer healthcare to their agents, which a lot of brokerages that are smaller can't really do that, but that's a big perk to EXP. And then there's some additional information here, like information on the agent equity program, which is going to be an optional program that you can opt into. You can actually opt in and out. So like if you turned it on and said, oh, wait a minute, I changed my mind, you can go opt back out of it. But it's for boosting up uh, your sorry, stock awards. Had a brain lapse. It's for boosting your stock awards with EXP. So basically, what would happen if you opted into Agent Equity Program is that you would turn it on and they would start taking 5% of your commission checks and paying you in EXP stock, but you get that stock at a 5% discount. So you're actually getting more bang for your buck that way. And it's kind of like, um, you are getting some additional stock in exchange for just that 5%. And then another thing about that is the stock that you get through the agent equity program does not have a vesting period. So you could sell it and turn around, sell it and make profit right away. So it's pretty a cool deal. There's frequently asked questions for the Pay Now feature, which is a new feature with EXP where you can learn more about their Pay Now program too, which is a really neat update that EXP just launched. And then on the left-hand side under tools is the knowledge base. So here you're going to find all of your EXP related tools and resources that you might need for your day-to-day business. There's the company information at top. So like if you clicked here, it would just take you to exprealty.com. Investor relations would be for the public financial information. Press releases would be for any news articles and stuff like that. Preferred partners is a bunch of companies that have gone into partnership with EXP to bring you some sort of benefit to your business. So if you click on that, you'll see the list of vendors and partners that they've gone into business with EXP. Okay, well, there we go. My internet's a little slow, but you'll see like the agent healthcare that I told you about. And the one I really wanted to point out to you right now is the build a sign, because that is where you're going to buy your like for sale signs and stuff like that. And one cool thing about build a sign is that if you click on that, it'll bring the profile up. Go down to the bottom and you get a new agent starter kit as a welcome gift to EXP. And this will tell you how to get that gift. It's also on the checklist too. So if we went back to that checklist, it'll tell you on here to do the new agent starter kit as well. But you get your first 1,000 business cards I think you get a mug, a sticker, 25 presentation folders, and some other little goodies in there. Free of charge, just as a welcome gift to becoming an EXP agent. So there's that tutorial on how to order that kit. And then there's other different companies in here you can kind of explore on your own time that are going to be really useful in your business too. So if you wanted to explore in here, you can say, oh, I'm looking for buyer services or agent services or keywords like marketing and see what comes up for you. And that was under preferred partners. The Privacy Center is just some information on your privacy with EXP. Privacy right request is here, and then the privacy policy. And then coming down, we have our technology solutions. So these are more of the things you're going to utilize day to day with EXP, like SkySlope, which is your transaction management website. This is where you're writing your offers, sending for signatures, and then once everything's ready to go, you'll upload for your to turn into your broker. So I'll show you that here in a minute. And then KV Core, this is going to be your CRM provided free of charge as an EXP agent. You do have to sign in and opt in for KV Core, which I'll tell you how to do here in a moment. And then ShareWorks is your stock, so you can manage your stock portfolio here in ShareWorks. And also that AEP, that's that Agent Equity Program that I mentioned earlier. You can manage that as well. Here's the global referral platform. They just rolled this out. It's really cool. If you click on that, then you'll just sign in. And by the way, I failed to mention your sign in is going to be what they refer to as your passport, and that's what they call the EXP sign-ins for all of the EXP systems. You'll use the same login information for anything owned or run by EXP. It's going to be your EXP email address, which is first name dot last name at exprealty.com in most cases. And then whatever password you set up with EXP, you'll continue to use unless you've changed it, or if you need to change it, you can also click down at the bottom, help, or need help getting started, whichever link you want to click to reset your password. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in there. Sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier. And now here you can see the referral network here, so you can search agents, and you can search by location, search by name, search by email. Under advanced, you can even ask for like residential or commercial, where they're licensed, languages they speak, and so on. You can even go and narrow it down to you want, like maybe you're trying to find a mentor in a certain state, or you only want it to be an icon agent or whatever. You can go and do those specializations and different things too. And this is where you can find the network of EXP agents. This is also where you can create a referral network, or, maybe gain some referrals as well. That's here. And then we have resources and education. So next we're going to go to Making It Rain. That is the digital lead generation platform that EXP put together. So they have their programs that they built. If you want more information on that, you would just go in here and fill this out. They also have a video you can watch. But it's basically says EXP provides a wide range of exclusive lead generation tools and partner solutions designed to help you build a strong, consistent sale pipeline. So it's called the Making It Rain program, and it's a lead generation initiative that connects you with high quality leads to grow your business. This is not free. It would be an additional charge on top of what you're paying EXP, because this would be getting into kind of some Google targeted ads and stuff like that. So any more information on that you would need, just go in here and ask for some additional information, and they will send you over whatever you want. The EXP, I'm skipping ahead. The U.S. Agent Center website here. This is like, you could share this information if you're trying to get into agent attraction. There's some really cool resources in here for agent testimonials and stuff like that. You can also share this. It's going to give tools and resources and all kinds of stuff on onboarding in here too. Then we have the education or knowledge base and tech support. This is going to be frequently asked questions, like related most likely to tech questions, so how to set up your email, things like that. There's some popular articles you can go in and read, and you can also kind of explore different articles just by searching topics on the top. The education calendar is the next one, and that's going to be where you can see all of the different upcoming trainings and classes that are free of charge and live within eXp World. You can search topics at the top. You can set filters. You can select certain dates. You can even, scroll over to your state trainings and search for your state, or if you're like luxury agent or whatever, you can sort them out that way too. I do want to point out that all of these trainings are being shown in Pacific time. So if you're not in Pacific time, you're going to have to change that time in your head a little bit. So if you're, in Central Standard Time, you might need to add 2 hours, or if you're East Coast, you're going to have to add the 3 hours to make sure you're there at the right time. And you would just click on whatever training it is, and it brings up additional information. So you can read more about it, where it's located, which it in most cases will be in eXp World. They'll give you the link to get directly in. If you want to avoid having to remember to change the time in your head, or you just want to, add it to your calendar so you remember to attend, if you're using Google Chrome, which is the preferred browser to use for eXp systems, then you'll just click Add to Calendar and it'll go directly into your calendar. It'll include the link, and then you can just access it at that time. So you can take as much training as you want. We highly recommend you come in here, look at the education calendar like once a week or so, and just get, into some of those classes. It's all free. There's all different ones, like the icon conversations. Those are from icon agents that are coming in here and kind of teaching you how to do what they did. EXP Explained is a good one to share with non-EXP agents, because it's going to explain the company and, all of the reasons to join and all of that. And then there is that getting started one that I showed you at the beginning. The other one that I would suggest is the Fast Cap, which is a great program for um, any agents of any, experience. I actually included that information on the Fast Cap program at the bottom of the checklist. So you can see what it focuses on: daily prospecting habits, appointment setting and closing strategies, time management and accountability, and even more. So we do recommend you take the Fast Cap as well. Okay, so that was education calendar. The next one is the mentor program. I mentioned it earlier. If you're a new real estate agent and you join EXP, and technically they consider you new if you've sold less than, I think, 3 transactions in the last 12 months. So even if you're not like just got my or even if you didn't just get your license, maybe you got your license years ago, but you haven't been in production, they might still flag you as new. And that's okay. It's just going to have them assign you a mentor. And then once you work with that person on the first 3 transactions, then you're good to go. But one cool thing about becoming a mentor is that you actually have an additional stream of income through the mentorship program. So if you're an experienced agent who has mentored in the past, or, wants to get into that, you should definitely check this out where it says mentorship program curriculum. You can see if you qualify to become a mentor, and then you are going to be the one working with new agents around your area. And in exchange for helping new agents, you do share 10% commission on those transactions that you help them with. So it becomes an additional stream of income. The toolkits is kind of cool. It's a new deal as well. They've just added so much new stuff. So if you click on the toolkits, then you can explore toolkits here. Oh, it just took me right there. But you can see like the buyer toolkit. These are kind of like, I guess, like playbooks, kind of, um, resources and scripts and all kinds of cool things that you can utilize to navigate, discussions smoothly, improve buyer experiences, and become the go-to expert for ensuring buyer satisfaction. So there you go. And you can find all of these resources in here. There's all kinds of videos and all kinds of stuff that you can access for whichever topic you're going after, like sellers or buyers, or maybe you're wanting to get into agent attraction. You can click Let's Go and it'll take you to the agent attraction toolkit where they even have they have the growth team that can help you. They have scripts and dialogues here. They have a breakdown of the revenue share so you can really understand how it works and more. There's even the presentation and videos here for the EXP explained. So lots of stuff to help you grow your own revenue share group if you wanted to go that route. And then there's the marketing and branding. So here you're going to be able to find your logos if you need logos for your branding material. You just click on download logos files, and then you'll be able to find those files that you might need, like the regular EXP Realty one. You can choose between white or black, whatever meets your aesthetic and your branding, and then just download those to your computer. If you're interested in knowing the brand guidelines for EXP, you can download that brand guidelines right there as well. Okay, and then the brand store is going to be where you can buy EXP merchandise. Anything that you want to represent the company or give out to leads or clients, you can purchase all of that right there. Revenue share, they just added this, and this is just additional information for Revenue Share 101, Revenue Share Foundations, and then the Pay Now Frequently Asked Questions at the bottom. So that is my EXP in a nutshell. It was kind of drawn out, lengthy explanation of it, but hopefully that helped you kind of visualize where things are in my EXP because it is going to be one of those go-to tools that you'll really want to utilize. Now I'm going back to the checklist really quick. Okay, so come back up here. So set up my EXP. The next thing you're going to do is set up KV Core. You have to sign up for KV Core. Like I said, that's your CRM, free customer relation management and a free website. I will be offering classes on KV Core, and we'll get that information to you guys as soon as those are live. But KV Core also has their own classes, and EXP has classes on KV Core too. So there's a ton of support with KV Core. You need to log into expenterprise.com. So here are the steps right here on how to sign up. Log into expenterprise.com, which is just another EXP resource center. You'll sign in using your passport. Again, that's your EXP email address and whatever password you set up with them. And then on the left where it says optional services, click on that and click sign up for KV Core. So then you'll make sure your information is in here. You'll see your MLS listed here. Any questions, comments, or concerns for KV Core, you'll just put those in this box. Maybe they got your name wrong or something like that. And then you just click this box that says, I understand accounts that are inactive for 60 days will be closed. Check mark that and click send, and they will be emailing you once they have you good to go in their system. So it usually takes a few business days. They give 7 to 10 business day turnaround. Usually it doesn't take that long. Let me just show you the platform really quick so you can just see what it looks like. And I'll show you where to find that additional training within the KV Core platform. So this is the dashboard, KV Core. And let's see. Here you can see like your at a glance activity. You can see any calls that need to be made, tasks. You can connect your calendar and all of that just on the dashboard there. On the left, right over here where it says courses, this is that Agent Quick Start program that I mentioned. They have a really good class to get you started, and that would be the Agent Quick Start. So you can scroll down here and see it's like setting up KV Core, managing your contacts and automation, things like your smart CR, or I'm sorry, your excuse me, it would be like your smart campaigns and stuff like that. It'll teach you how to build those. Getting familiar with your website and listings, how to edit your website and stuff like that would be found here. Fueling your pipeline, how to get more leads, and so on. So this is a really good course to take, and it's a go at your own pace course. Your website, like I mentioned, is included as well, so you can customize it. It'll look similar to Micah's here. But you can go in and change the layout, you can change the listing carousels, you can add blogs, testimonials, and different things like that. Um, and you'll see down at the bottom, because Micah's not in production, she doesn't have her own listings on here, but there's still active listings on her website so that she can still continue to get leads through the website. If there's people on here browsing through her website somehow. And once they start engaging, it does ask for information. And then in the back end, you have your Smart CRM, which is the place where all of your contacts are held in one place. You can apply hashtags to kind of sort them. You can do filters. You can email, text, video message. You can't group call, obviously, but you can call individually from your computer. All kinds of things. You can set up smart campaigns and property search alerts and all kinds of automations on them as well. And then you'll see all of the properties from your MLS in your listings. You can apply filters to where you only see like your own listings or every listing in just from EXP agents. You can go and, change the location, price range, beds, baths, and so on. And then once you apply those filters, you can go in and share those with your leads. So there's lots of really great things about KV Core. It's a really robust system, and it's not required that you use it. It's free of charge. I don't know why you wouldn't use it. But if you already have, a different CRM that you're just like sold on, you can continue using whatever CRM you want, but you definitely have access to this great system just because of being an EXP agent, which is cool. And then whereas KV Core is optional, SkySlope is mandatory. This is where you have to turn in your documents to your broker. So you'll need to get familiar with SkySlope as well, which is the next step, set up SkySlope. And that's going to be your all-in-one transaction management platform for brokers, agents, auditors, transaction coordinators, etc., to execute, store, organize, and audit real estate documents from anywhere at any time. There is a mobile app for KV Core and there's a mobile app for SkySlope. So you'll just go down to the bottom, I think. Yeah, here it's a link where you can download the mobile apps for KV Core and SkySlope. If you click on the hyperlink, it's going to bring you to SkySlope. So I'll show it to you. So SkySlope will email you, check spam. Sometimes that email goes to spam. Then you'll set up your logins with them. It's not one that you have to opt into. It's pretty automatic. You should have already received an email from them. Okay, and then you'll see the dashboard here. This is Micah's. Like I said, she's not in production, so she doesn't really have too much going on here, but you'll be able to see like any scheduled closings, active listings, pending, anything that closed, expired escrows, expired listings at a glance. As you scroll down, you can see them a little bit more in detail. Click on them to pull up the actual information here. It's going to bring you to the checklist. So the checklist is the list of documents that are required for you to turn in as you have them to your broker. And this is exactly where you're going to go to turn those documents into. So all of these will be red where they're required. And you'll just go in, and once you have that signed, you'll put it in by attaching it here, or you can scan them in as a packet. And then there's a split and a sign. So you can actually go in and split these documents. Like if you uploaded the entire listing packet and then said like page 1 through 5 is this, 5, 6, and 7 is this, and it'll go directly into the checklist, if that makes sense. And And then the other thing that you'll want to know about SkySlope is now you can write your offers through SkySlope too by going to SkySlope Forms, which is this little button right here, or up at the top where it says Apps, Forms. You'll connect your association, and once you've connected, then you'll be able to see all of the forms in that association that you might need in your packets so that you can then use their digital signature platform to send them for signatures. And then again, once they're ready to go, you'll upload them into the checklist. So it's a seamless process now. They used to not have the forms. They only had the back end once you had all the forms filled out. But now you can get the forms, get them signed, and then they'll go directly into your documents and you'll be able to upload them from there, upload them into the checklist. You don't have to write your offers through SkySlope. So if you're still comfortable using a different system to write offers, you can. The only mandatory part is that you turn in your documents using SkySlope. I'm also working on a class with SkySlope too, so that should be live soon, and we'll get the information out as soon as we can. But until that happens, we have the Help Center. I forgot to show that to you in SkySlope at the top, and they have their own training, of course. So if you click training, come down, click SkySlope for Agents, and there is a webinar. It's 65 minutes. It's everything you need to know about SkySlope and Forms. I promise you, if you watch that one webinar, you're going to get it. But there's some additional training as well, all on this little page right here. But that'll tell you how to utilize it, both SkySlope and SkySlope Forms, better than I could probably ever tell you. It's a really good system for support within SkySlope. So again, on my checklist, if you go back later, you'll be able to figure out how to sign into SkySlope and download those apps and stuff. So let's just move forward. We've already mentioned the mentorship program. There's the information for that. Workplace is similar to Facebook. It's actually run by Facebook Meta. So it's identical to Facebook really, but it's only for EXP agents to kind of build a sense of community, join groups. You can contact your brokers in here. You can contact other EXP agents. We have our own group, which is the Legacy Builders group. We keep you up to date on anything coming in our group or any information we find important here. I should have already added you to this group. If not, I will soon. But you also have your state groups that you can join, like for instance, the Florida State group. They're closed groups only for the people who are in that state that are EXP agents. And then your broker will keep you up to date on stuff coming up in your specific state. And at the top of each state group, there's a banner that gives you the breakdown of who's who in your broker staff, office hours. There's a phone number in here. There's some email addresses, all kinds of helpful stuff. Then each state also has a state referral group. So those are the only three groups I'm going to point out to you, but there's tons of groups that you can join to connect with other real estate agents in EXP. You can also make your own groups if you wanted to as well. But your state referral group is going to be where you can give and receive referrals within your state. So that's a pretty cool tool to just come here and browse through and maybe pick up some referrals, or if you have one to offer, you can also put that in here as well. On the left, you'll be able to see the chat box there. You also can download, it's called Workplace Chat. This is a great resource for contacting your broker through, it's almost like Facebook Messenger. So it's a messaging app where you can text with your broker essentially, and they get back to you pretty quickly too. So that's the Workplace. EXP World, that's going to be where you can go in for support. You can go in to talk to your broker, go take classes. You can go in and have meetings with other agents, go into accounting, tech support, and so on. So you'll definitely want to familiarize yourself with EXP World. I'm just going to open it quickly and show you real quick. With EXP World, you'll set up an avatar. So on this screen that just opened, where it says connect, under that, you can click avatar. And then if you don't set one up, you'll look like Android, and that's fine. You don't have to do this step at all if you don't want to. But if you want to play around with it, you can build a character that represents you and save that character as your avatar. So it's kind of like building a Sims character, or if you've ever played like video games, you build your avatar. And then you'll click connect and it'll take you directly into eXp World. You'll use your keyboard, the arrow keys to move around. And this is kind of the welcome area. So as long as it's during office hours, the desk hours are listed right here. There will be a concierge girl or guy right here to help you if you feel like, oh, I don't remember how to find my way around, or I have a question. There's immediately somebody right there to help you. You will find no lack of people to help you in eXp World. They are everywhere. And you'll notice when we go into one of the broker rooms, like they will be on it. They'll immediately greet you and ask you if you need help. So as you look around eXp World, you can kind of see there's some additional resources and information just posted around that you can explore. So feel free to come in here and just see all of what's offered. They offer their own world tours too. So that little sign right there will give you the times for those world tours. Going up to the go-to menu is how you're going to find your way around eXp World. So you can find support areas here in agent support. They have the infosphere, which is go a self-guided, resource center where you can find information for literally anything with eXp. The expert care desk, this is a 24/7 support center where you can go in anytime, 7 days a week, and talk to somebody directly about your questions with eXp. Transactions would be like your SkySlope transactions. So they're also available 24/7 to help agents with issues on transactions. Bilingual support. The Premier Expert Care Desk, honestly, I don't know what that one is. It's new. So I'll have to find that out. But there's the accounting department, team services, and also tech support if you need help with any technical issues. All right. Then you have the eXp University that's going to pull up all the classrooms. So if you wanted to take one of those classes, now, of course, you can just click on the link provided and it's going to get you right in there. But if you wanted to do the long way, this is how you would find those classrooms and then go in at the time of the class. They have a marketing resource center, or if you have any marketing questions. US broker rooms is going to be where you go in to talk to your broker and ask state-related questions. So you just go straight in to whatever state you're part of. We'll just choose California because we chose it earlier. And you'll click connect. And then you can see this is the California broker room. So there's a 24/7 helpline here. There's the calendar of events there. Hold on one second. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm just actually giving a tour to a new agent. Thank you. See there real quick to help you out. He's the concierge, so he's not the actual broker, I don't think. He just greets you and kind of points you around and t helps you basically if you need help getting around. But in here, each state will have different information posted, so it's kind of like go in and explore your own state broker room to see what they have. But there's useful information and resources usually posted around. And back here, there's a self-help room in each broker room too. You could walk back there and they'll have some additional resources for your state in there. If you wanted to get in line, up at the top, there's a I have a question. All you have to do is click that to get in line, and then the next person or broker that's available will pull you to their location. And each help desk or office area looks the same and is the same like method of getting in line too. And then there's growth and attraction resources. There's international, eXp luxury, commercial, and then there's this really random fun go-kart area that you can go in and play go-karts. Um, So you can utilize eXp World as much as you want to. Some people will say, oh, well, I never go in there, and that's fine, but it is there available for you for a lot of different resources, especially if you want to talk face to face with your broker like almost immediately or agent support. Those are really, really key things to go in for. Um, so that's the world tour information here. If you wanted to take one of their world tours, you can click this here to attend on the checklist, and there's some additional resources on eXp World as well. And then we have set up Canva Pro. So each eXp agent now gets a free Canva Pro account, fully branded eXp templates, exclusive MLS apps, collaboration and team features, industry leading design tools, multimedia integration, AI-powered tools, and it is free, like I said, to all eXp agents. There's a tutorial here and then a help center too. So, for instance, if you already have a Canva Pro that you pay for and you want to switch it over to their free one, in the help center, it'll tell you how to do that. So there's hyperlink there. New agent starter kit. I did mention it. It's through Build a Sign, and it's that 200. Oh, I'm sorry. I said 1,000 business cards for free. It looks like they've changed it. Unfortunately, things are going down. Times have changed. It looks like it's now 250 business cards for free. But you also get a digital business card and 15 presentation folders, a welcome booklet, and a EXP sticker and mug. So that's what you'll get with that kit. And this is the information to get that kit if you wanted to do that. And at the bottom, I mentioned the Fast Cap series. We do recommend you take that class as well. So that pretty much sums up everything, but you can feel free to contact me, text, email anytime if you do have any questions come up. Thanks for coming, and hope you enjoy your rest of your day. Have a great day.